players too. Sewell, Osborne, Young, Burgoyne's a question mark, isn't he? But you're right. If they can get him fit and playing well, suddenly it looks impressive. Lewis has not moved. Wonderful courage from both players. It was a terrible pass. It put him in danger. Spills wide Higgins. Opportunity. The hand pass comes across from Pickham. But the concern is with Lewis. Jordan Lewis. The stretcher out immediately.
It's 50, don't worry, it's 50. And it's 50 metres. Come on, let's go. Don't 50. Stretcher, I know.
You just hold your breath, though, don't you, when you see those lateral kicks into the centre of the ground. I mean, that's just great courage. The ball's there. Harbrow has to make an attempt to mark the ball. He's out before he hits the ground there, Lewis.
I've gone back and he's got him in headlock.
I said the other night, it's a primitive game sometimes. Not many sports in the world where you see that sort of courage. In fact, I can't think of a one.
There's not one, Dennis.
No.
In fact, even, I know you, there he is. He's just out cold completely on the ground there. But even NFL football, what they've done is they've changed the rules of the game over the last 5 or 10 years, the interpretation, so those sort of hits don't occur.
Yeah, not even close, though, Tim, I don't think, do you? I mean,
I don't know what you can do, though, about a game where the ball can move in so many different directions as our game can.
That's good. He's moving. He's awake. It does have an effect on what happens next sometimes, too, because the penny drops for players, doesn't it, about what they just saw. I mean, they're not oblivious to what they've just seen. And it takes then a special sort of courage to put your head down and go again.
Oh, exactly. And all the Hawks players would have seen the collision on the screen, and the Bulldogs players. And, you know, they'll be thinking about Jordan, but it just makes you realise you just got to put your head down over the footy now and help your teammate out, because it's good to see him. He's moving. He's just waved to the crowd, actually.
Terrific.
It's fantastic.
No, that's great that he's going to be okay, because his family, no matter where they're watching this from, they'll be really concerned about the outcome of that bump. Also, Al Clarkson now has real concerns because he's probably going to be down 2 soldiers now for the rest of this game.
Well, Jordan Lewis almost making light of that, just waving to the crowd. I mean, that is remarkable.
The last person I saw do that was Kevin Walsh after Dipper cleaned him up in the 1984 grand final. He just raised his arm and waved to his mum somewhere in the stand.
That's nice. Meantime, after all of that, the wonderful courage, will we see the big finish for the other team? Hawthorn lead it by 2. 41 seconds to go. Higgins for the lead. Good-looking kick. That's a real anticlimax, is it not?
Well, that would have been like Tiger Woods standing over a putt for about 5.5 minutes, wouldn't it, before he actually got into his move. He had plenty of time to think about it. Sean Higgins, plenty of time to compose himself, and that's something that neither side have really had a lot of in this first half of football. It's been played at a frenetic pace. It's been an outstanding game of football so far, so tough, and both teams will be happy to get a break soon.
So the Dogs have scored the last 3 goals, 1 here. In fact, they've only been in front for a minute of this match. Hawthorn's been in front for close to an hour in this game as we close on half-time.
2 frees in the back half here for the Bulldogs too at this bounce. They just want to close the game down here.
Keep this little advantage before half-time. Cooney winning it out of the centre. So Murphy, perhaps they can increase that lead. Normally something good happens when Murphy's got the footy. Comes across the ground. There's the goal kicker in Higgins. But the good thing for Hawthorn is that the clock ticks away now.
Yeah, no, they're 1 more kick away from having a scoring opportunity here.
Acker goes short. See Higgins wanting it to go to the pocket. Hall at the back, juggling. And at half-time here, with Lewis's injury, the big story late in the opening half of the quarter, the Bulldogs wrest the lead back after the Hawks made most of the running. It's 41-37 on Sunday Football.